All right, let's take a look at the last question. Lila decided to make more baked goods for the sale. She used an eighth pound less flour to make bread than to make cookies. She used a fourth pound more flour to make cookies than to make brownies. If she used half a pound of flour to make the bread, how much flour did she use to make the brownies? Explain your answer using a diagram, numbers, and words. So let's think about this relationship here. We've got a little bit of flour here that we're using for make bread, but we used less flour in the bread than we used in the cookies. So we've got more flour in the cookies, but we used less flour in the cookies than we did to make the brownies. So we have to figure out how much more for the brownies. And we can do that using those relationships that are outlined here. Let's look at a similar problem. Fifth grade teachers are eating pizza. Mrs. Creaser ate an eighth less than Mrs. Meyer. Mrs. Meyer ate a seventh less than Mrs. D. If Mrs. Creaser ate a fourth of the pizza, how much did Mrs. Z eat? So Mrs. Creaser ate the least. Mrs. Meyer ate more than her, but Mrs. Meyer ate less than I did. So I ate the most pizza. Okay, so what do we know? The only person we know is that Mrs. Creaser ate a fourth of the pizza. Okay, so I'm going to label that a fourth. I'm going to say that's Mrs. Creaser's pizza. Okay, so Mrs. Creaser ate an eighth less than Mrs. Meyer. So if I add an eighth to this, then this stops being Mrs. Creaser's pizza because Mrs. Creaser ate less than Mrs. Meyer. How much less? Well, she ate an eighth less. Okay, so if I add an eighth to this, this becomes Mrs. Meyer's pizza. Now, Mrs. Meyer ate less than me. She ate a seventh less than Mrs. Me. So if I add a seventh to it, well, now it's not Mrs. Meyer's pizza anymore. Now we're talking how much pizza I ate. So you can see that I ate more than Mrs. Creaser's, more than Mrs. Meyer's. Putting all three of these amounts together gets me the amount of pizza that I ate. But I have a problem right now. I can't put all of these together because I do not have a common unit. I would have to come up with a common unit, rename these fractions, and then put them together to figure it out. If you are having trouble renaming, drawing diagrams for that sort of thing, then I would encourage you to go back to the video for question 1C or the video for question 1B and take a look at those. Good luck.